morning, children. We have already completed our first unit. Now, let us see the second unit. The second unit is wit and humor. Wit and humor. So, what is meant by wit? Wit means intelligence, cleverness, intelligence, and humor. Humor means comedy. What is meant by comedy? What is the difference between comedy and humor? I said humor means comedy, but I am asking you the difference. But there is a slight difference between humor and comedy, because comedy means when everyone is in a playful mood. We play jokes, we crack jokes. So that is comedy. And humor means when we are in a dangerous condition, difficult situation. At that time, we use our sense to come out of the situation. That is called humor. That is called sense of humor also we say. Samayasphurti in Telugu. So that is our unit wit and humor. So for introducing this unit, we have a picturization there, that Tom and Jerry. So do you see, did you ever watch Tom and Jerry? As I know, everyone have watched it somehow or the other. What do? They always fight with each other. They always fight with each other. But they fight seem to be enjoyed. But anywhere if we see the fight, we never like to see a fight. But there, Tom and Jerry fight, we just seem to be playful and enjoying. So we like that also, the playful mood. Here in this lesson also, the quarrel between the sisters also, it doesn't, somehow it touches our heart, but it is always, throughout the lesson, it is playful. So let's go into the lesson now. Our lesson, a reading lesson, is the Dear Departed. Dear means who is very near to our heart and soul. And departed. Departed means, arriving and departing. Departing means moving away. So going away. If when someone left us or someone left the family, it means they may die or they may leave us. So that means the dear departed. The one who is near to us, when they leave us, what will happen? That is the lesson. And the writer of this lesson is William Stanley Harden. William Stanley Harden. So he is a famous English dramatist. He is a famous English dramatist. And this story is also like a drama, one act play. Seems to be a drama. We can play that. And the lesson is also in the conversation mode. It is in the conversation mode. So there is each and every dialogue, like conversations we write now. In such a way, each and every dialogue will be there in this. See, when I said that it is a drama, so where does the drama starts? Before the drama starts, the curtain rises. And so when the curtain rises, first of all, I will introduce you the characters in this story. The first one is Mr. Abel Merriweather. Abel Merriweather, the old man, Mr. Abel Merriweather. And he has two daughters. He has two. The first daughter is Mrs. Amelia Slater. And her husband is Mr. Henry Slater. And they have a daughter, Victoria, 10 years old girl. And next, when we come to the second daughter, she is Mrs. Elizabeth Jordan. Mrs. Elizabeth Jordan. And her husband is Mr. Ben Jordan. And they have a son, Jimmy. His name is Jimmy. So these are the characters in the lesson. When the starting of the lesson, when the curtain rises, starting, who we can see? We can see Mrs. Amelia. Mrs. Amelia. What kind of woman is she? She was vigorous. Vigorous means strong, plump, fat, and well, red-faced. Always seems to be younger. And ready to do any amount of straight talking to get her own way. Always she wants to get her own way. That means everyone wants to listen to her. So that she's getting ready. She talks straightly for that. So such kind of woman is she. And she was laying a table. That means arranging dining table. And she opens the window and called her daughter Victoria. Victoria, a 10 years old, a precocious girl. Victoria, a precocious girl. Precocious means very intelligent, nice girl. She was playing outside. While she was playing outside, she was calling her, Victoria, hey Victoria, come here. So why are you still in colors when your grandfather died upstairs? If your uncle Ben and aunt Elizabeth, uncle and aunt, and a Pinny Babai. But we say in English uncle and aunt. And uncle and aunt come here. You will be still in colors. What do they think of you? So be off now. Go and change your dress now first. So which color she has to wear? She has to wear black color dress because that is the symbol of mourning. Mourning means sad occasion. What was the sad occasion happened here? Mr. Abel Merriweather, the old man, expired. That means died in the upstairs, and these were in the downstairs. So Amelia's letter, her father was only expired. She was also wearing the black color. And meanwhile, her husband came. Her husband, who is her husband? Mr. Henry Slater. Henry Slater. He was a drooping mustache, stooping man with a drooping mustache. So drooping. He wore a black color coat and grey color trousers and a black tie and a bowler hat. He was also in full mourning dress. That is a mourning dress. Mourning means santapam. Mourning means santapam. So sad occasion, but the regrettable means sad occasion. He was expired here, and so he was in that dress. And he was asking, do you think that she will come here? Elizabeth and Ben will come here? I don't think so, because last time these two sisters, Elizabeth and Amelia, fought with each other. When they fought with each other, Elizabeth said that I will never set foot in your home. I will never set foot in your home again. మళ్ళీ మీ ఇంట్లో అడుగు పెట్టను. సెట్ ఫుట్ మీన్స్ అడుగు పెట్టడం. సో మీ ఇంట్లో అడుగు పెట్టను అని చెప్పిందని. సో he reminded of that verse, and I don't think so that she will come at all. So Victoria also raises the same doubt. So why are they coming here? They don't come here. I have not seen them here for ages. They have not been here for ages. For ages means for a long time. For ages means for a long time. For a long time they did not come here. But now she was telling to Victoria that when we found grandfather died, your father sent them a telegram. So they are coming here. So they will come. But Ben and Henry was still asking, I don't think so that she will come. No, she will come. She will come for the property of our father. She will come, surely come enough for the property of our father, what the leftover of our fathers. So you just see, whatever she doesn't think, where did she get it from? I don't know. She has such kind of a nature. If she wants to get something, she will come enough for that. So see that, she will come. Okay, this was going on. And next, he was asking, and where are my slippers, Amelia? She was asking. And then she replied that there, maybe in the kitchen. You just go and find them. But I don't think so. They became worn out. Worn out means torn. Rather damaged. They were damaged completely. You see, my father's slippers are there. You can wear them. I don't want them wasted. So if I see that little cripples, small things, wasted, my heart was feeling bad. So I feel sad. So you just wear them. But they are very small for me, my dear, he said. Father's slippers means they are very, no problem. They will stretch. Stretch means if we have a child to wear, they will stretch long. So they will stretch. Won't they? They will stretch. No problem. I don't want them to be wasted. It's very thankful because he got a new pair recently. We can use them. So Henry actually is not such a person to wear his father-in-law has slippers, but he has a habit of obeying his wife. So he just wanted to wear them. And next, she has raised it out. Another Henry, I wanted to have my eye on the bureau and in my father's room. Bureau means ultra modern chest of drawers, means teapot and so you can see that in the textbook picture. So that is a bureau. You can see that bureau is there. I have always wanted to have it. Henry suggested at that time also. Okay, when Elizabeth comes, both of you sit together and divide things up. All the father's things, these two are daughters. So they will take the things. Some of them will be taken by Amelia, and some of them will be taken by Elizabeth. So when you both sit together, you can take the bureau. He suggested her. No. If Elizabeth sees that, she will have a hard bargain. Hard bargain means if we want something, we want it. See that. Have a hard bargain. Work hard to negotiate in one's own favor. మనకు కావాలి అనుకుంటే దాని మీద ఎంత ముండిగా అయినా సరే కూర్చోడు. So Elizabeth has such a character. So she will have a hard bargain over it. So I don't want her to be. Maybe Henry judge. Maybe like you, she also wanted to have it. No, you are thinking that you want to have it. She also maybe had her an eye. And now Amelia said that no, there is no chance because father bought it recently and she did not come here after he bought it. Father bought this recently, so she did not even see that, she did not even know that her father bought this bureau. So let us do one thing. We will bring that bureau down, and we have the old shabby means dirty chest of drawers. ఇలా సరుకులు అవుతాం కదా, అలాంటి ఓల్డ్ chest of drawers wooden one ఉంది. That is old one. We can replace it there. Amelia, he was really surprised. Oh, really, do you want to? It doesn't seem somehow delicate. That means he did not like to do so. But don't look so daft. Let us do it. What is this? We can change it. I always want to get rid of it. We will say keep the old chest of drawers upstairs and we will bring the bureau down. So if she takes, she can take that old one. If Elizabeth wants to take, she can take that old one. No problem. So I just always want to get rid of it. Get rid of it means వదిలించుకోవడం. Old one ni she always want to get rid of it. So that she wanted to have a new one bureau. And so, okay. But he really did not like to do so. But he obeyed his wife's words. They started doing. Then he had another doubt. Suppose when we are doing that, if Elizabeth comes, what will happen? Okay, it's your doubt, no? Do one thing. I'll fasten the front door. Fasten means close. I'll close the front door. And I'll go run upstairs and move the chairs on the way. I'll see that there should be nothing on the way. I'll arrange everything. So let us go upstairs. You just meanwhile you remove your coat off because you was already wore a coat, a black coat. So she suggested him to remove the coat. So he removed the coat. She closed the front door and went upstairs to remove the chairs from the way. And meanwhile, Victoria, the girl, came back. The 10 years old came back. She came back and asked her father, "Father, why did you remove your coat off?" And he could not say lie to his daughter. So he was telling that I and your mother want to bring the grandfather's bureau down into our room. Are you planning to pinch it? Pinch means steal, dongatam. When his own daughter asked him in such a way, he felt really bad. He was hurt really. And he said, no. Your grandfather only gave it to your mother. grandfather gave it. When did he give? This morning. This morning before he died. Yes, this morning only he gave. In such a way he lied to his daughter now. And she said, he was drunk this morning. He was drunk this morning. Okay, leave it. And when she went upstairs, Amelia went upstairs. While coming down, she brought something under her arm. What is this? She brought a clock from her father's room. And she put it on the mantelpiece. Do you know what is meant by mantelpiece? Mantelpiece is a fireplace which is used in the cold regions to make maintain the room temperature. So fireplace, fire room. So she arranged that clock on that mantelpiece, and she was really happy for bringing that. Our old one is nothing before it. So I like this one. And Victoria said, that is grandfather's clock. Sure, don't talk Victoria, it is ours now, she said. She said that it is ours now. And next what they are going to do?